time, the debris doesn't seem to have caused damage, but there was another scare seconds after launch.
It looks like we hit a bird.
Safety upgrades made in the wake of the Columbia crash should help quickly identify problems on Discovery. A robotic camera will take photos outside. Then the shuttle will somersault past the International Space Station so its occupants can check it as well. If anything should go wrong during Discovery's 12-day mission, NASA does have a second shuttle on standby to attempt a rescue of the crew. Despite the inherent risks, the astronauts showed no fear today. Very aware of the risks, families of Columbia and Challenger victims today watching with First Lady Laura Bush. All holding their breath, this crew will return safely in NASA's oldest shuttle. At Cape Canaveral, Lisa Goddard-Rolls, 10 News.
After the break, why police didn't think as fast as the man they were chasing.
That was a CHP cruiser, guys, that just went into the side of that building there.
It's the world first, and it's a new strategy, and we will be the first one to prove that we have achieved that in plants.
How to turn sugarcane into an environmentally friendly plastic.
Something that's sticky like a glue, something that's very flexible and stretchy like an elastomer or a rubber, to something that's hard and brittle, like what you'd want for your computer bodies and your auto body parts.
And in sports tonight, a former LA Laker advises Aussie basketball Andrew Bogut on life in the NBA. Welcome back. A wild police pursuit ended in disaster for two officers. Just as they closed in on their suspect, he suddenly turned right, but the lead police car didn't follow.
That was a CHP cruiser, guys, that just went into the side of that building there.
The suspected murderer was arrested after trying to run away. Safe inside his car, a woman he'd just abducted. Both officers walked away with minor injuries. The embarrassed police driver blamed the crash on mechanical problems. To the latest in finance news, and Tom Petrovsky joins us at CommSec. And some great news for borrowers, Tom.
Deborah, there's every reason for borrowers to breathe easier at the moment, and it's all thanks to the June quarter CPI figures which were released today, which came in much below what the market was expecting. The quarterly rate of inflation rose by 0.6%. That means that the annual rate of inflation is now running at 2.5%, which is well within the Reserve Bank's comfort zone. And that means that there's a chance that we could perhaps see the Reserve Bank revert to a neutral stance on interest rates, which improves the chances in the bigger picture of the next move in interest rates being down.
Very good news. Thank you, Tom. Tom Petrovsky at CommSec. The Australian share market shrugged off a low Dow Jones close to push the All Ordinaries 11 points higher. Our major banks were the saviours today, all gaining support when investors deserted energy stocks after a fall in oil prices. Energy stocks were also softer, while News Corp gained 28 cents in a mixed media sector. The Australian dollar is holding around the 75.5 US cents, while gold is trading at $422.70 US an ounce. British model Kate Moss has pocketed a small fortune after suing a newspaper that said she collapsed in a cocaine coma. The case was settled tonight in London's High Court. The Sunday Mirror paid an undisclosed amount, said to be substantial, and had to pick up the tab before her legal costs as well. A new boost for Australia's sugar industry, with scientists finding a new use for sugarcane. It's being turned into plastic.
From the land to the lab. If the research stays on track, that'll be the direction sugarcane farmers will soon be taking to keep their farms afloat and the world cleaner.
Big growth markets, especially as China and India come online as big consumers.
Scientists have found a way to multi-market sugarcane, producing sugar and a surprise byproduct, plastic. Brazil pioneered the process. We've made it better and totally green.
Everything from something that's sticky like a glue, something that's very flexible and stretchy like an elastomer or a rubber, to something that's hard and brittle like what you'd want for your computer bodies and your auto body parts.
The glowing dots are nodes of plastic building biopolymer growing inside the leaves of sugarcane. The trick now to make enough of the biopolymer per plant to convince big business it's the clean, renewable alternative to petrochemical-based, high-polluting plastic. Sugarcane farmers might take some convincing too.
People are not going to invest in businesses that might fail in 2 or 3 or 4 years' time.
The state government's interested, awarding a $150,000 Smart State Fellowship to the Sugar to Plastic Research Program.
It's the world first and it's a new strategy, and we will be the first one to prove that we have achieved that in plants.
And don't you hate it when that perfect tee shot's ruined by all the environmental worrying about that lost plastic golf tee? Well, worry no more. It's biodegradable too. Anyone see that ball?
Scientists say this bioplastic may soon overtake ethanol as the saviour for the sugarcane industry. Tim Collins, 10 News.
The weather's next, and then it's Sports Tonight with Bill Woods.
Thank you, Deb. We'll have a lot of stuff, including highlights of another Australian gold medal swim.
Liesl Jones finally on top of the podium.
All the bad experiences I've had, I've learned good things, and obviously it's paid off.
The AFL's finals friction may soon be resolved. And Gilly gets out of London, that is.
Whilst we love London and being here, it probably won't hurt for us to get away.
Looking now at the national weather, the satellite showing light cloud around the southeastern corner and thickening over Tasmania, mainly clear skies over the rest of the country. On the synoptic chart, high pressure continues to dominate most of the continent as a cold front brushes the south coast heading for Tasmania. So tomorrow looks like being mostly sunny in Cairns, sunny for Brisbane, Sydney and Canberra, showers for Melbourne, mostly sunny in Hobart, showers clearing for Adelaide, more showers around Perth, but fine and sunny in Darwin, sunny too in Alice Springs. More than 100 people are dead and scores missing after India's worst ever day of rain. India's commercial centre of Mumbai bore the brunt of a day of monsoon rains that flooded streets with waist-high floods. The city recorded almost a metre of rain in just 24 hours. Much of Maharashtra state is paralysed, with washed-out rail lines stranding thousands. Hundreds of villages are feared buried beneath landslides. That is the latest from 10 News. Stay with us though. Sports Tonight with Bill Woods is next. I'm Deborah Knight. Thanks for your company. See you tomorrow. Good night.
On to course for rendezvous at the International Space Station.